In the lush jungle, Mowgli's carefree laughter echoes as he swings through the trees, a stark contrast to Baloo's heavy footsteps below. Amidst their joyous fruit gathering, Baloo imparts the simple wisdom of life's bare necessities. From a distance, Bagheera observes their carefree antics with a worried gaze, torn between amusement and concern for Mowgli's future. The jungle pulses with life, yet a silent question hangs in the air. Can Mowgli truly thrive in this untamed paradise? In the heart of ancient ruins, Mowgli's playful curiosity leads him through crumbling archways, where sunlight paints ethereal patterns on weathered stone. A hidden chamber is unveiled, revealing an artifact pulsing with a faint glow, unknowingly triggering a cataclysmic chain of events. As the chamber groans under unimaginable pressure, Mowgli's innocent touch unleashes a terrifying force, as the ground trembles and the walls crack. In a moment of impending doom, Baloo's thunderous roar shatters the silence, as he bursts into the collapsing chamber to rescue Mowgli. Shielding Mowgli from the collapsing ruins, Baloo's strength and courage become their only hope for survival. In the chaotic aftermath, they narrowly escape the collapsing chamber, finding refuge in the embrace of the jungle. The jungle, a sanctuary and a trial, stands as a constant reminder of the delicate balance between beauty and danger. As the sun descends, painting the sky with fire, Shere Khan, scarred and majestic, claims dominion over the parched watering hole. Mowgli, a boy forged in the wild, confronts the Tiger King with a heart pounding between defiance and terror. Shere Khan's voice echoes with threat. "Mowgli, you cannot hide from me forever. This jungle is my domain, and you are not welcome here." From the shadowy depths, Bagheera's emerald eyes gleam with a fierce protectiveness, urging Mowgli to flee. In a desperate plea, Bagheera commands, "Run, little one, I will distract him." Mowgli, now dressed in village clothes, works alongside the villagers, his brow furrowed in concentration. With practiced movements, he expertly shapes the mud and stone, reinforcing the breached channel. Mowgli pauses, offering a more efficient aqueduct design with surprising clarity. The villagers murmur in impressed tones, acknowledging Mowgli's ingenuity. Baloo watches from a distance, concern etched on his face as he laments. "He's becoming one of them, Bagheera. Soon he'll forget the bare necessities." Baloo sighs, his expression a mix of sadness and resignation as he speaks to Bagheera. The once lush jungle lies barren, its earth cracked under the relentless sun. Gaunt animals struggle for survival in the desolate wasteland. Mowgli arrives with villagers, bringing a glimmer of hope to their weary faces. Mowgli demonstrates the ancient technique, revealing hidden springs beneath the cracked earth. From afar, Shere Khan watches, his emaciated frame a shadow of his former power. His eyes burn with hatred as he whispers, "The man? Cub thinks he can save them all? I'll show him the true meaning of survival." Torches cast dancing shadows as villagers and human settlers gather, tension thick in the night air. Mowgli steps forward, his presence commanding attention as he begins to outline a plan in the dirt. "We must share the water, drawing responsibly from both the river and the springs. Conservation and respect are key to our survival." Initially resistant, leaders from both communities exchange glances, a glimmer of understanding beginning to dawn. A shared vision of conservation sparks, bridging the divide between the jungle and the settlement. Mowgli, adorned in unfamiliar human attire, stands awkwardly at the threshold of a vibrant village harvest festival. Laughter and music cascade through the air, a stark contrast to Mowgli's unease. He watches as villagers present the first fruits to the village elders, a ritual foreign to the jungle's finders-keepers ethos. An elder gestures for Mowgli to participate, and his hesitation reveals an internal conflict. His face reflects a battle between two worlds, the wild jungle and structured human society. Inside a cozy village hut, warmth and laughter fill the air as Mowgli sits, attentive. Baloo, in a moment of jovial wisdom, imparts the jungle's law to young Mowgli. "Little cub, the jungle provides, but you gotta know how to take care of yourself and your friends." The essence of survival and camaraderie is shared, teaching Mowgli the delicate balance of claiming and sharing. The scene glows with a nostalgic warmth, a stark contrast to the harsh realities Mowgli now faces. Mowgli approaches the jungle's edge, his steps heavy with unspoken conflict. He pauses where the dense jungle meets the open land, his inner turmoil mirrored in his hesitant stance. Bagheera sits patiently nearby, his gaze filled with knowing. Bagheera's voice resonates with wisdom. "The jungle is in your heart, Mowgli, but your path now lies among humans. Find the balance." Mowgli, now older, skillfully navigates the jungle terrain. He leaps across a ravine, a familiar grin on his face. He pauses, hearing the distant sounds of the human village. Bagheera watches from the shadows, a concerned expression in his eyes. Mowgli mutters, "I miss this, Bagheera, but I also miss the village." Bagheera replies softly, "The world changes, Mowgli. We must adapt." Suddenly, a group of monkeys scatter in terror, screeching about a shadow in the trees. Mowgli sits with his adoptive human parents, sharing a meal. He tries to engage in conversation, but his mind is elsewhere. The villagers discuss the recent disappearance of livestock, blaming it on wild animals. Mowgli tenses, a flicker of anger in his eyes. His human mother notices his unease and asks, "Are you all right, Mowgli? You seem distant." He forces a smile and replies, "Just tired." He excuses himself and steps outside, gazing at the distant jungle. Mowgli meets with Bagheera and Baloo. They reveal that a pack of rogue dholes, led by a ruthless leader named Kanjar, is encroaching on their territory, disrupting the natural order. Baloo explains, "They're hunting everything, Mowgli. The jungle is in danger." Kanjar is described as having a distinctive scar across his eye. Mowgli is faced with a difficult choice: warn the village and risk exposing his jungle friends, or help his animal family and potentially endanger the humans. He looks conflicted, the weight of his decision heavy on his shoulders. He whispers, I don't know what to do."